Hello everyone, welcome to Profit Data. So today exactly I'm gonna talk about this non-deterministic finite automata. Okay, so previously, as you know, we were talking about this automata theory and how you can utilize this stuff for creating a better algorithm and then utilizing for trade in Python. Okay, so as you can see, I've been done this 3 videos for that purpose. Okay, which I've been created a playlist for this thing. So you required at least like from basics to the end part. So these 3 videos will definitely gonna help you to cover the first part of these things. Okay, so this will be whatever I do videos on that part, it will cover the logics, all of the logics. So I want you to make understand here that what happens whenever you go to get in part of your experience. When you have been in trading, the real part comes when you get some experience, and when you want to convert this or want to automate the trade, like right now there are several brokers, they're offering their API, which is like an application programming interface, whether Zerodha, Upstocks, Allies Blue, Fires. Okay, so brokers are coming up with their API, so you can utilize their API and you can automate your trades, or say you can perform the algorithmic trading. So for that purpose you need better logics and you need to understand what computer does. Okay, so for that purpose this automata theory helps a lot. Okay, so for that I've been created these 3 videos which you can watch. So this covers the basics and the end part. Okay, and this other will be on continuation. So if you go through this part, we were talking about this automata. Okay, so deterministic finite automata, like represents, which consists of the phi tuple q sigma delta q naught f. So I've been explained each and everything, and right now this the part only, it is one of the same. So like it is like deterministic finite automata itself. Okay, but here in this continuation it is non-deterministic, which is non-determined. Here it is like deterministic finite automata, we have been explained that it is determined, but here it is non-determined. Okay, so how this non-deterministic happens means, like, as somewhere we can call the DFA as non-deterministic finite automata itself. Okay, so as you can see, but in this case only one thing happens. What is that? That is your whenever I say that we have done some progress here, say this is like states, this transition, say suppose this is a states, and you get transitions, okay, which I am gonna explain. So right now we will just go with the definitions and I will just explain how you gonna do. So the only, like it contains same as deterministic finite automata, it contains phi tuple quintuple, or we can say q sigma delta q naught f. Okay, it will be the same. So I suggest not go for the videos. Okay, the only part it will extend here, it is that it is in transitions. In transitions, what happens here, that our q, which is like crossover with our sigma, which is like input symbols, which is gives us p to the power q, means 2 to the power q power sets. P means power sets, 2 to the power q. Okay, so whatever it is, we will like in a transitions there will be n number of transitions, but what happens, we can get the symbols can be utilized at the same sequence. Like if we'll get through that one, okay, we can pass on same symbol once again to another transitions without any worried. Okay, so it will be like n number transitions. So like I will give you a simple definitions for that thing. Okay, so as you can see, this is my library which I am utilizing for for proper execution in Python. It will help you a lot. You'll just it will be like you just copy paste, but for you need proper understanding what exactly I am doing. Okay, and other things also there. Right now I'm utilizing this library, which will be helpful for us to understand. And next we like can prepare an else if statement, if else statements will be there. So exactly we can execute whatever we want, and we can say that this belongs, this should be accepted and should be rejected. So that's how the program is, like we like construct the program. Okay, same as this automata theory is used to prepare for our compiler constructions. Even program is based on our that one. So whatever we used to do in Python, Java, C or C++, it is based on this theory itself. The logic will use and prepare our compiler with help of this one, which take care of syntax, semantics and tokens, which I think I've been covered this our even this sentiment analysis which we were doing, this financial news sentiment analysis, and even part of machine learning which we are utilizing. It consists of this part itself. Okay, say whenever this natural language processing comes up, or we will say there will be a natural language, but we exactly describe some vocabulary, dictionaries. So these are the concepts can be utilized well, and to construct a compiler for a program like this, terms and conditions, rules will be there, were be utilized by automata theory. So it's just simple. I must say that that non-deterministic finite automata consists same thing like state, input symbols, transitions, initial states and final states. But what happens here, it is simple steps which you can utilize. Fact that a single state can have more than one transition for the same symbol. Okay, so a single state, okay, so whatever states, I suppose here we got a state. Okay, so this can be in this a single state. So whatever happens over transitions, okay, more than one transition for the same symbol. So what happens, you can have more transitions for same symbols, like one can be go here and same times it can be go here for the same one. We can say we can reverse this stuff and we can say that it is good to go. Okay, so we will go for the better explanation and I will go for the active part. I'll show you how it can be done. Okay, so it's just simple. So if I say that I got an start state. Okay, so how I'm gonna say that I got some start state here, okay, which will be Q0. Say now I can get to transitions many times and I can get to many states whichever I want. Say it will be Q1, okay, and Q2, okay, and then Qn. So I can get in same things, same as way with transitions whichever I want. So Qn use as you can say. So I can say that same time we can go for our transition. So if I said as 0, say 1 and 1 can be done here. So same way we can forward these transitions and that can be utilized. Okay, same we can go for the transitions and we can say for the same input symbol, so which you have to understand. Okay, so here we doing. Okay, so what happens, a single state can have more than one transitions for the same symbols. Okay, so we can do transitions for the same symbols as 1 we can do n number of transitions. So this is the way we are going for our non-deterministic finite automata, which I will say as p to the power q we are saying here. Okay, so right now I'll just explain this matter. We will take this example. We will consider this is our main factor which I am gonna run here. Okay, so as you know, this is a non-deterministic finite automata. And one more thing is there, in this factor whenever you guys say as you can see, we'll get this possibilities, we'll get to know about this stuff. Say suppose if you are getting 1 0, okay, so same sets as you can, so you can go here p also, and as you can go with the q also. Okay, but in this case if you'll go with the deterministic finite automata, it is not possible. Okay, once we set for one transitions, that belongs to only one states. Okay, it can't be for other as well. Okay, so I've been transferred to here once for the same symbol, I can go here for the q as well. Okay, so I can utilize for n number of, as I said, I can go one transition for the same symbol. Okay, can have more than one transition. Okay, for the same symbol I can go. So this is the way non-deterministic finite automata is different from this part. Okay, so it is very much simple. So here only two things required for you, that is non-deterministic finite automata. It is like obey same as the deterministic finite automata, but in this what happens, more than one transition for the same symbol. So that's what we are doing, which is not like non-deterministic in nature and quantuple, and only difference it will be there, like which we will do like in delta, whatever we say, like it can go for 2 to the power q, means power sets will be there. Q belongs to like states, whatever we states q0, q1, q2, so it will be 2 to the power q. So it will be like for same symbols it can go for q0, q1, q2, so it will be like this. Okay, so I suggest that if you go with this 3 parts of the video, so it will be better for you, so you will understand this further good. Okay, so right now I will say that we will carry this part further easily, and I must say that if you don't have an account, okay, you can go for this upstocks trading account. I'm definitely going to use this stuff. I already said, but in this manner I've been explained for the API, like how you can trade and how you can utilize utilizing Zerodha. So same as you can go with the upstocks also, it is very much simple process to open an account. Okay, so it will be very much hassle free, so you can just open an account with this, and what happens, you can easily get an account and API if you just opened an account under my referral. Okay, so just go through the referral link, which is like upstocks referral link, and just open an account, and rest I will help to get in your API. API consists of two things, which is like low cost, or two people will say that the upstocks API is discontinued. Yes, for only some groups are allowed, and if you have you want to open an account, if you are under my referral, I can help you to have the API key. Okay, and for like another people's, they can contact with whomever open their account under their referral. Okay, so I suggest you, if you don't have an account, just follow the link, have an account, and further follow this stuff. So as you can see, I've been already prepared. I've been already doing so many applications. For right now I've been just done for the upstocks Excel, but after this covering, like whatever our automata theory, I will definitely gonna prepare the applications for upstocks. Okay, where we are gonna utilize the Excel part, and we will like cover more and more stuff where we exactly use this algorithm, and we will get into more logics and more into algorithmic trading. So I just suggest that open an account, and if you need an API, interactive API to automate your trades, it is also well and good. Okay, so follow the link, open an account, and yeah, you are good to go. And if you need my help, just come to my WhatsApp, will help each and everything, link in the description. Okay, so let's go with this stuff. So I will just take this example. So I already said we will go for this example. So like theory part is covered. Right now we will go for the working part. So here the transitions has been done. Now how the transition has been done, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so we'll take this example, we'll cover up with the same thing, with like we won't go and refer other things. So right now this library has been given to me without transition diagrams and tables. So I just show you through the transition diagrams how the input has been taken, and finally how we can reach. So the problem is that the question is that NFA which matches string beginning with A. So the beginning with A means it is a different part, and ending with A. Okay, so it should begin with A, end with A, and containing no consecutive B's. So it should not be like same as like B should not be in a consecutive. Okay, so the only, like I must say that what we gonna cover is only the thing is you should start with A, okay, and you should end with A. In between we can't say like consecutive B's should be there. So what we can do is like we can held in middle. So what happens, it will cover this part. Okay, so this transitions is made for this part. Okay, so A B A it is covering. Okay, so the logic is there, A B A we will definitely gonna involve this stuff. Now we can say that we can say as a equals 1 and b equals 0. We can say b equals 0. So what happens, a can be said as a, this is for our by. Okay, sorry for my diagram, but it will help you to understand better. Okay, and 0 for cell. Right now this is the logic I am gonna utilizing, because what happens if I just say 1 0, so it will take care of this my algorithm 1 0 1. Okay, so at the end I need to be in a by. Okay, so what happens in this intraday for CNC orders, you can follow this logic. Okay, I need a by, and then it should be like square of, and at the end whatever the price should be there for the CNC. So this is the logic, it should be there. So it will like loop and check for each and everything, and at the end it should be like this way, so it is got accepted. So this is the way you are going on. Okay, so here I have been done this part. Let's say move to our this follow up process. So what are the transitions, I'm gonna explain you, and I will give you this end part. So it will start with the Q naught. So I'm gonna take as a Q naught. Okay, Q1. Okay, and at the end we'll say like Q2. Okay, so 3 states were taken. Okay, so this is my start state. Okay, and here in between Q1 is what's say end state. Okay, so I will gonna show you how it is taken care of. Okay, so here if I say initial states Q0 and final states Q1, so this is example which we are gonna taking it, and it will explain for our better executions. Okay, so I will take n number of examples. So right now I will explain this lambda, this epsilon transitions. Okay, will be like this part. Okay, so I will explain in the end. So right now how I'm gonna giving this, so this will be start state for us. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is like from Q0 we'll start with a. So this covers our a part. So how we are covering, like it should be like a, b and a, then only we are reaching this stuff. So our table should be like this. So if Q0 it started should be a. Okay, so it started with the a. Now what happens when we reached Q1, and Q2 is like a trap state for us. Okay, but as we wish, like we got this Q1. At the Q1 what we are doing is like we are giving two things, and epsilon is like empty string, like in a transition which contains empty also. Okay, for the states if we are going something like we didn't know, we can say as an empty. So we can like roughly we can say this as like two like commentable this stuff, like single comment. We can use this single comment for our epsilon. Okay, so epsilon transition should be there, which I'm gonna show you how it can be done. So at the Q1 a should be contained as a Q1. Okay, so same say, so self loop will be there, so we will say as a self loop here. Okay, so if we say self loop, a will be there, and one more epsilon transition which goes to Q2. So this is, as you know, in this 3 part of video which I have been explained. So it will be better if you go, so it will explain you how I'm gonna go through these transactions, how exactly I'm going. So which is epsilon. Okay, and at the Q2 part for the a and b, what I'm gonna do is like for the Q2 I'm going to b. Okay, for the b which I'm going here, so this is NFA, this is our NFA, non-deterministic finite automata, which is covering with our part, our ABA part. Okay, so this will be a B transitions, so this will be a self loop for Q0 where we reach and it covers the part B here. So non-deterministic finite automata, how you recognize? But simple, just epsilon have been given, so it is definitely a NFA, because our deterministic finite automata won't consist of empty string, won't consist of epsilon. So A, B has been easily covered here. So right now how I'm gonna do, so it consists of same rules and conditions here. It should reach to accepted state. Only if it is reached, then we are good to go. So if we started with the A, okay, and what happens, we get to B, like we will talk about B. Okay, so if I say B here, okay, we can say about the B, we can reach it here at the top. Like this is our transition diagram. So this doesn't consist what exactly we required here. So like here we can start with the A and we reach to Q1, so it can be like A comma B also, it doesn't matter here. Okay, and if you say A, B, and finally we have reached A, that is good to go. So this is the way we need to construct a DFA, which is our this is the way it has been accepted. For right now I've been shown this transition diagram for has been constructed for purpose of our table. So this is how the transition is going on right now, okay, which doesn't help to cover up our DFA, means like our transitions. So what we will gonna do is like we will take the DFA part and I'm gonna explain how we are doing the constructions. Now as you see, there is like a two combination of sets will be there, which we will combine it here. Okay, so this is our example. So ABA is accepted. So as you can see, there is a return of Q1 Q2, which in case of deterministic finite automata it is not possible, because otherwise it will be Q1 or otherwise Q2, and construction will be like hefty part, like it will go here and there. So we will construct a deterministic finite automata with the help of our answers. So I'm gonna do this stuff, I'm gonna show you, and we will gonna do a lot of stuff for this part. Okay, so it will be better for you to follow this very good. Okay, I mean you have to follow carefully, so it will be very good to you. So what I'm gonna do is like we will take this part and right now we will construct a DFA. Okay, I'm gonna do for the DFA part. Okay, say constructions, I won't go with the table because you can take it this as a table. So if I'll say Q0 and A B, so if I say A, so where I'm going is like Q1 Q2, and if I say like B, so from Q0 to Q1 Q2 it is like this one. So in between like a null pointer will be there, like no transaction has been happened, which you can show in your diagram part. Okay, you can say as in like you can leave the empty part, or say can like this way you can show. So that is also cover like empty part. Okay, so there will be no transactions there for B. So this is the way you can cover. Okay, so here what I'm gonna do for like my A is this. For Q0 I'm gonna do it the same B, and for Q1 Q2 what I'm doing is like from the Q0 where exactly I'm reaching this Q1 Q2. So finally we have reached this transition diagram. So I'm gonna show you how exactly I'm doing this part. So it is simple. So right now we have been combined this state. So we start with the start state, which is Q0, we'll say as a Q0, and then end we will reach a final acceptance. So in NFA I already explained, so I won't go, I just clearly just construct this part and then finally I will explain. So this is our final transitions. Okay, so right now what I'm gonna do is here I start with the A. So our problem is, our query is that it should start with A and end with A. Okay, so this covers, so means it finally end here itself, means it started with the A. Okay, done. End with A, done. And in between like we want B, so this is the construction of B. We can like clearly we can say a self loop of a B. So this is our DFA and covers a part of our NFA, like transition diagrams which were we required. So this is a group of Q1 Q2, which is not possible in a DFA, means our deterministic finite automata, which is like consist of this one, but converting NFA to DFA, this the way it should get followed. Okay, so this is the way you can utilize this stuff, and you can further say that we have been gone through this stuff and finally we came to conclusion and we have been end this our theory. Okay, so this is the way you should go. So right now what we will do in our program, we will say, as I already said, A equals 1 and B equals 0. Okay, so our program should be considered like A B A, and it should be accepted and other should be rejected. A B A should be accepted. So this is our problem and it should be get done. So I already copy pasted and I have been given the input as an ABA. So if I say ABA means it will like give Q2 and Q1. So it is accepted because Q2 and like Q1, it is our final acceptance. It is like here, as you can see, it is our in final acceptance. So Q1, Q2 is in our final acceptance, which we are getting here. So this is the way we are going, like you know, as you can see, it has been reached to Q2 to Q1. So this is the way we are going here. You know, previously when I took the non-deterministic finite automata, it reached from A, then it has been, if I said B as an input, so it had been reached to Q2. Okay, if we reach to Q2, B, we started with the B. When we said the B came here. So if I say other things, like if I'll say double A, now right now it will violated our examples, which is like it is not in, A is not in the final state, so it will definitely gonna give error. Okay, it will be an exception, so you have to better avoid this part. So only accepted is A, B, A. Okay, so we will convert this A to 1, B to 0. So how this transaction belongs for our buy sell logic? So this is the way go, A 1 and A1, and for the B will go 0, and epsilon is okay. It is like, you know, empty string with a single comment will be do our work. So Q0 and Q1 is same, like we'll go for our 101, same as time it will, you know, convert our this stuff, cover this part of the project. Okay, so I think I've been some missed here. Okay, so here we have to give as a 1 and 0. So I think this will almost all cover. Yeah, so has been reached Q21 and it is accepted, and we are like, you know, finally we have a buy cover up. Okay, so this is the way, like, you know, we'll go and until we'll cover this automata theory part. Okay, and after that we will prepare an application for this part. Okay, in between also I can prepare an application, and I will try to include the Excel part also. Okay, for our, like, you know, in application. So I must say that open an account under this Upstocks, which will be better for you. We will take this their button, their you know, this Upstocks button, and we will create this algorithm, and we will trade, and a semi-automated process will be there. So I must say that have an account under my referral, and at the same time you can automate your trade as well, but you need to have an account under my referral so I can help you to get an API, otherwise it is not possible. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe, and if you have any doubt regarding this video, please do comment below, and we will definitely gonna cover more and more. Okay, and if you have any other queries or requirement, please do contact me direct via WhatsApp. So this is our non-deterministic finite automata. In next video we will cover this push down automata. Okay, so just subscribe. Okay, thank you.